Hello, my name is Mephisto. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Since I've been on a spree of videos dedicated to the Siege and the Siege one-shots, we're going to talk about the Loki one-shot. Came out in 2010 by Kieron Cullen, and let me see who the hell the artist was. Is by James McKelvie. I probably butchered that name. And the interesting thing about this one-shot, it really feels odd. It would have added, like, the Siege crossover is really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It has like 2 or 3 holy shit moments, like I didn't see that coming, and I thought they were really awesome. This one shot feels like it really fleshes out Loki's intentions. What are his plans that could have been easily incorporated into the story and added a lot to it. It would have added a lot of weight to it. I know it's a tie-in, it's part of the crossover, but it feels weird that it's not part of the main crossover itself. So, what are Loki's plans? He pushes Norman Osborn wanting to invade Asgard. He's going to do the easy work. So he's going to set the ground for Loki to be able to do his takeover, whatever the hell Loki wants in that aspect. What he wants to do with Asgard is it's floating around over a place called Broxton, Oklahoma, and it's causing somewhat of a problem for Norman Osborn, who during this time was the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, since this return of Asgard and the Asgardian characters, Hela doesn't have her own hell. So Asgardians who die are sort of like roaming Earth. They have nowhere to go. And Loki has a plan with this. And we get the introduction of these really interesting characters. They're like zombie Valkyries. Actually, we learned that these were the first Valkyries. These were Boar's, Thor's grandfather's Valkyries. They did something terrible. They have been cursed. They are always hungry. And they eat the souls that aren't able to go to the next life. Loki sets a trap for the Disir, they're called. And again, what they're going to do with the Disir, these are really interesting characters. They're going to have a very interesting story arc. They're going to cross paths with the New Mutants in a pretty awesome story. So the Disir are cursed. They did something terrible. It's hinted that they were cannibals, but later on they're going to change this. But they pissed off Boar. He curses them to roam the earth. Loki's able to defeat them in battle. They have to serve him now from this point on. Loki goes to Hela, sort of freaks her out about this whole situation. She doesn't want these souls to be eaten. Like, she needs these souls to go to hell one day. And he tells her, like, chill out. I'm going to fix something with Mephisto. And what he does is he sells the services of the Disir to Mephisto for a really weird time, like for a brief time, like 101 days, something like that. If Mephisto gives Hela a piece of his hell, a place where these souls can go. So, guys, Loki leverage later on with Hela to for Hela to allow him to not, if he dies, he doesn't go to the afterlife. He's basically more immortal than immortal. Like, he's free of any type of death. It's going to come in handy because he's going to be killed by the Void in this story. But it's really cool to see how Loki is like always trying to one up and negotiate, and he uses his cunning. Like, Mephisto and Hela know they're probably gonna be screwed over. And actually, this is going to have quite a bit of impact in that story I told you guys about. It's going to take place in the New Mutants and Tales of Suspense, something like that. It was a crossover, but this one shot is really good, and as I said before, it adds a lot to the Siege crossover because Loki tells Mephisto the liberty that one feels when one is not going to die gives you a lot of leeway into your decisions and what you're going to do. I'm going to leave this video here. I do recommend you guys to read the Siege crossover. See you guys next time.